Welcome, welcome to BD's Rock Show, the very best in rock, hard rock and heavy metal, and we are with you for the next couple of delicious hours. Yes, we're here until the midnight witching hour, and we've got so much to get through. It's another bumper month full of fantastic music for us, and we've got more interviews from Download. We've got the beautiful and lovely Rose Paul from St. Paul's Lifestyle. She will be telling us all about the bands at Roskilde Festival, the likes of Airbourne, Slipknot, Kvelertak, I think that's how you pronounce it properly, and Metallica, of course, she saw there. And we've got music, the world's greatest music, yes, of course, the world's best rock, hard rock and heavy metal, the world's best rock and metal show. Now, we mentioned that the lovely Rose Paul from St. Paul's Lifestyle, she went and saw Metallica at the Roskilde Festival, and they were rather good. I did mention earlier in the show that we were going to have some lovely stuff from Rose Paul, and basically she went over to the Roskilde Festival in Denmark, is it? I think she'll tell us, I'm sure. But anyway, she went over there and she recorded a few nice little sound bites for us about some of the bands that she saw there. So, without further ado, I'm handing the show, briefly, albeit, over to Rose.
Hey, this is Rose, guest reporting for BD's Rock Show. We're in Roskilde, where the lineup has been absolutely amazing. And BD, I just wanted to talk to you about a couple of acts. Firstly, Metallica, and for anyone who's seen them, they will know all this, of course. But Metallica, absolutely mind-blowingly brilliant, and I think the thing that really stood out about them was obviously their supreme musicality, because each member of Metallica are such incredible musicians, and then they also have this extraordinary emotional capture into their music as well, which gets everybody in the audience connected in a really deep, incredible way. And the guys were so happy in Denmark on the Roskilde stage, because of course the drummer is a Danish guy, and he did a little chat in Danish at the end of their set. But Metallica absolutely ripped it up. They were, I think, the best attended show, with maybe, I think they were the best attended show at the festival, and they were mind-blowing. So that's your first little tip for BD's Rock Show, and we've got another one coming on, a really interesting band called Kvelertak. This is Rose Paul from St. Paul's Lifestyle for BD in Denmark.
Thank you for Rose Paul, who is giving us a little bit of a taste of Roskilde from her little sound bites, and we have some more from her later on in the show. Now, Graham says, "Cool, she sounds quite posh. Not how I would imagine your average metal fan." Have you got a phone number, he asks. Well, I do, but I can't possibly give it out. Well, maybe for a fee. But I'm just kidding. She is a lovely lady, and she does a lot of great stuff for the show, and she tells me that they had a team of 3 people doing real-time reporting from Roskilde, the largest Northern European festival, and had the best lineup in Europe, she says. Well, I had to disagree slightly, because well, I was at Download, and I think that was one of the best lineups I've ever seen as well. Anyway, they were doing filming, audio, photo, and written content across the website. Go to stpaulslifestyle.com for more details. She's got their own. They've got their own YouTube channel where they've got Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, and everything else, and Facebook, of course. And she was also in the photo pit and had a good look at a lot of the bands close up. And she says it was epic. And we'll have more about Kvelertak and Slipknot and Airbourne from her a bit later in the show. Right, I think it's now time to go over to our roving reporter.
Hey BD, this is Rose again. Hello everyone who's listening to BD's show. We've been at Roskilde Festival, and we want to tell you about an incredible band called Kvelertak. Well, you haven't seen anything like these guys. They're a Norwegian band. They come on stage, they're a heavy metal band, and when the first thing you see is that the guy, the lead singer, has got a hawk over his head. So he's standing on the stage and his head is completely immersed in a hawk. So he assumes this kind of like very manly striding position at the back of the stage, and then the guys come on stage and they let rip. They are a full-on, powerful, fantastic, heavily rhythmic-driven metal sound, and they go absolutely mental and are fantastic. They're called Kvelertak. They're a brilliant metal sound in the tradition of metal, and the rhythm and the guitars, they just carry you along. Everything about them is brilliant. Kvelertak, Kvelertak. That's another little snippet from Rose at Roskilde for BD's Rock Show.
Right. I think it's time now to go over again to our roving reporter Rose.
Hey BD, this is Rose at Roskilde again. We thought you might like to know a little bit about the epic one and only Slipknot. Wow. Slipknot and Metallica. We've already mentioned Metallica, but I think they're probably the two best shows of the whole festival. I hadn't seen Slipknot before, and they absolutely blew my mind. I started off in the press bit because I was photographing them, and because of that I was really, really close to all the action. For example, the clown coming in, when his drums raise up, you can see that underneath his drums he's got little horseshoes. But everyone knows about the Slipknot sound, but nothing prepares you for them live. They are absolutely immense and monstrous in the best possible way. Totally and utterly crazy. They just spend the whole time leaping, playing, screaming, flinging themselves around the stage. One of the guys from Slipknot even got into a fight with one of the security men because he wanted to get out to the audience and the security guy didn't want him to. Live, they are absolutely mind-blowing, fantastic, crazy, scary, and awesome. Slipknot at Roskilde 2013. That's Rose from St. Paul's Lifestyle.
I mentioned earlier from Rose Paul, we had her at St. Paul's Lifestyle giving us some snippets about some of the bands that she saw at Roskilde, and we'll be having another snippet from her in just a moment. But she let me know that the Slipknot feature has loads of photos, 25 great photos of Slipknot in action at Roskilde are on the site. All you got to do is go to www.stpaulslifestyle.com and just search Slipknot to find the feature. There is a more detailed website link, but I can't be bothered to read it. But just go to stpaulslifestyle.com and search for Slipknot, and you will find all those photos. Fantastic photos, by the way, Rose. Absolutely brilliant photos. Okay, let's get over to our roving reporter Rose for her last snippet about the fantastic Airbourne.
Hey BD, this is Rose again. We were just discussing who else you might like to know about, and of course there is the wondrous Airbourne. This is another band that I was in the pit for, and when the guys came on stage, wow, you didn't know what had hit you. Basically, the lead singer is the most energetic, incredible performer. He absolutely adores the crowd, and all of them were the same, but the lead singer let rip the instant his feet hit the stage. He was acrobatic, jumping, going crazy, coming down, playing over the photographer's pit, crouching down. Basically, you name it, he did it. And it was like within the first song that they were getting a whole load of love and all the water was being thrown at them. And so you know what he did? He picked up the bottles and he threw them straight back at the crowd, which obviously everybody went absolutely crazy for. It was the most fantastic gig. Airbourne are an amazing band live. They just instantly capture you and take you into their phenomenal sound. They're powerful, charismatic and wonderful. That's Rose at Roskilde for BD. Goodbye.
Airbourne. Thank you very much for Rose for giving us those little snippets about what happened in Roskilde in Denmark at the Roskilde Festival. And what a banger that Airbourne single is. That's a brand new single, No One Fits Me, in brackets, Better Than You. And they are touring later on in the year. They're coming to the Portsmouth Pyramids on Thursday the 28th of November. They're at the, I'm never ever going to be able to pronounce this, Pweli Hathany Moor Holiday Park, basically where Hard Rock Hell is. That's on the Saturday, 30th of November. They're on the 2nd of December at the Leeds O2 Academy. Tuesday, 3rd of December, Nottingham Rock City. 4th December, Newcastle O2 Academy. Friday, the 6th of December, the Glasgow O2 ABC. Saturday, 7th, Manchester, the Ritz. Monday, the 9th December, Birmingham, the Institute. Tuesday, 10th December, Bristol O2 Academy. Wednesday, 11th, Oxford O2 Academy. And Friday, the 13th of December, London O2 Kentish Town Forum. Fantastic stuff. And we will be interviewing them, hopefully, when they come down to the Portsmouth Pyramids in November, basically. Yeah, why not? Why not?